kids, so again today we are here and we are here not only for study with fun. So today we are going to study EVS, that is Environmental Studies of class 5th. It's lesson number 7 and this is our very first session. So before moving on to the topic, let's understand that what we are going to study. Let me ask you your favorite dish. Which dish you like the most? Some like pizza, some like sandwiches, some pav bhaji, etc. Everybody have their own choice of eating. Even I have different. Somebody ask me what is your favorite dish, then I'll say I like to eat dal and rice. In Hindi what do we say? Dal chawal. I enjoy a lot. It is my favorite dish. Now the question is, from where does it comes from? So we get it from the shop. Which shop? Grocery shop. But over there, where did it come from? It comes from the field. And who grows them? Farmer grows them. So our today's topic is the world of plant. Today we are going to discuss about the world of plants. You can see all in your environment. There are trees. Even we cannot name them. If we talk about the scientist or someone who study about the trees, they know only 20% to what we have. Just think how huge our environment is. Day by day, they come across a new tree and its benefits too. There are different types of plants. Some are also called medicinal plant. Some plants we just grow and they are grown just for show. But there are the trees which are used for making medicine. For example, Neem Tree, then Tulsi Plant. Even it is believed in Hindu religion that we should pray Tulsi. But in India, you can see Tulsi in everyone's home. Not only in the home, Tulsi is also served to God. It states that Tulsi is very much valuable. Do you know what did even God says? God says that if you want me to have your food, so in serving the food, you must add Tulsi Patra over there. Then only I am going to accept your food. Have you noticed how much beneficial it is and how holy these plants are? Neem tree. Neem leaves are very good and it is a multi-purpose tree. Its trees are used as medicinal plants. For example, if you are going to rub its branches, then on the stone or somewhere you just took a part from its branches, then rub it up. Brown color liquid will be formed over there. Just you take in your hand and put it in your pimples. Many kids have pimples in their teen age. Why? Because of hormonal changes that you will learn in your further classes. But before, as you just put that on your face around, then next day what will you find? There are no pimples. So, and it doesn't, you don't have to pay anything for it. That you get it for free. So who is giving that? Nature is giving that. There are the trees who gives shade. There are the tree who gives fooding. shelter. You just see in summer days you can find many people in farming land, even the animals stand in the shade of trees. So they are very much important. That's why trees has been divided into many categories by their appearance. Very small plants are called herbs, and little big than that are called shrub. And strong and very big plant, with plant like, we cannot say plant, we should say is a tree. So trees are the strong plant. It grows very high. For example, banyan tree, mango tree, neem tree. There are the climbers. Climbers are the plant which need support to grow. For example, grapevine and money plant. Money plant, I think maximum house has money plant. Thereafter we have creepers. Creepers are the plant which grows along the ground. Okay, so these are the 5 categories in which plant has been differentiated. Why? For its easy learning and understanding. So in this our chapter we are going to study about the life of plant and its world. Let's see. Now, all plants reproduce to leave behind more plants of their own kinds. Look, reproduction is very much important. Reproduction means giving birth. Humans give birth to their young ones. Even birds give birth, animals give birth. In the same way, there are the plants who are asexual as well as sexual plants. They give birth or they germinate by the help of seeds. Why do they germinate or why do they give birth? Just to inculcate their species. Suppose we have a neem tree, and if it does not grow or if it doesn't give birth, then what will going to happen? If we don't have its seeds, then there will be no more trees of neem. So to see the species of same kind, the trees even reproduce like humans and animals. Next, the process of giving birth to young ones of their own kind is called reproduction, just like discussed. They give birth to the same as they are. Neem will going to give birth to a neem, mango will give birth to a mango. Same plant grows from the plant it was. So this process is called reproduction. Let us repeat once again, it's an important one, that the process of giving birth to the young ones of their own kinds is called reproduction. Next, they reproduce from seed spores. Spores means small holes. If you see your hand, you can find hair around your hands or your cheeks. Have you ever seen sweat coming out of your body? So from where does it sweat comes out? It comes out from the tiny spores. In the same way, plants also have tiny spores. In plants, leaf possesses tiny spores and seed even germinate or give birth from its spores. And the body parts of the mother plant. There are 2 types of plant, father plant and mother plant. You will know more in your further classes. Right now for you it is important to understand that the plant gives birth from the spores of seed as well as from the mother plant. Next, plant like rice, mustard, beans and mango grow from seeds. Okay? Full stop. So plants like rice, mustard do you know? Rye. In Hindi what do we say? Rye. It's a kind of species. So mustard, beans and mango, they are grown with the help of seed. We need seed to grow such plants. Then seeds germinate and grow into a plant. Now what is the procedure? We buy a hybrid seed. Hybrid means good quality seed from the market. Then what do? We just sow in the ground. Which type of ground do we want? We want alluvial soil ground. A ground which has adequate amount of water. We sow the seed over there, and after that on a particular period of time we just water it, we just plow it, and finally what will grow over there? A small plant will going to germinate over there. Slowly, gradually it will increase its size and it will become a tree as per the requirement. Look, mango is a very big tree in compared to all these. This you can say as a shrub. Their height is not that much. As we grow from a day we born, then a child, teenage, adult and old age. In the same way, plant even grows. But they come in shrubs and it comes in what? Trees. Why? Because it is a very big tree and very strong one too. Now we talk about the seeds. Seeds are of two types. What are they? One is monocot and the other one is dicot. Dicot means it can be divided into two parts. You have seen rajma or chole. Chole means gram. If you are going to divide it up, even peas, mungfali. In Gujarati we say makfadi. In Hindi we say mungfali, and in English we say groundnut. We can divide it into two parts. So that's why it is known as dicot. But wheat, then bajra, if you are going to divide them, it cannot be divided into two parts. It remains in one. So that's why it is called monocot plant. Its full name is monocotyledon, and that is dicotyledon. It's a full name, but we pronounce a short name as monocot plants and dicot plants. Now, just we will go through our books as what is given over there. There the structure is given, the structure of seed. Let's draw and understand that. By that you will understand how the seeds are and how they grow. As we wear clothes to protect our body, in the same way plants also have its structure, especially the seed. So we can draw like this. This is a seed. What it is? It is a seed. And we can even divide it. We can take it example of this thing rajma or draw. So what is there? You can see your book, even I can show you. See over there. It's given. So what it is? This one, this part. This part is called seed coat. Why? Because it covers. Here one more lining is there. It is the covering. It's a peel. Have you ever ate a banana? You always peel it off. It's like a peel and it is called radicle. What do we say this as? Radicle. Then there is still one thing more inside it. A leaf-like structure is there. It is called epicotyl. What do we say it? Epicotyl. Okay, now this plain portion is known as cotyledon. What do we say this? Cotyledons. And hypocotyl here. Over here, it is called inside this. Okay, this one. What do we say this? Hypocotyl. Okay. Now seed coat radicle. This is the structure of a seed, and these are the parts of seed. They all are useful in the different ways. As we have different organs, they work for our body. We have heart, lungs, and every organ has its specific work or a duty to do. In the same way, some is protecting, some is helping in growing, etc. Some even protect the seed from the winds. Sometimes wind increases and it can be damaged or weeds stick to them. Then what happens? It can destroy. Now what are the weeds? Weeds are the small insects, microorganisms. In the language of science, we say them microorganisms. Once they stick to the seeds, then it makes a hole and it eats them up. If you don't know, you just ask your mother. She will going to show you in the kitchen. There are small this thing, insects or weeds in the wheat, rice, etc. Now, what is given? We have done over here. Let's read it out. Seeds differ in structure. As I told you, some are monocot and some are dicot. And yes, as we talk about wheat or rice, they have different qualities and different pattern of growing. Wheat we can grow in the region where we does not have much rainfall. That is okay for wheat. But if you have to grow rice, so you need to have what? You need to have a good rainfall. Why? Because its root should always be dipped in water. Whose roots? I am talking about rice. It needs to be dipped always in water. If there is a shortage, a scarcity of water, so we should not grow the rice plant. Clear? Let's see. Grasses, we have discussed herb. Grasses are known as herbs. Now, the cereals like wheat, barley, oat, maize, sorghum and rice are all grasses. They are the part of grasses. Why? Because they don't have much height. That's why. Their embryo, do you know what the embryo is? Embryo is the part from where the plant starts germinating. It's called embryo. Now, embryo has just one cotyledon. You can also say or you understand embryo as an egg. We can know this embryo to understand better. But as your class will increase, you will understand it in a better way. Embryo can be called or understand by the term Inside the embryo, there are the seeds, and inside it can be of monocot or a dipot. Let's see, it's defined. What does it say? That the embryo has just one cotyledon or seed leaf. They are known as monocot plant or monocotyledon. Means the embryo which has a single seed is known as monocotyledon, means monocot seed. As well, hence the embryo usually sits close to the surface of the seed and often referred to as the fetus. We can say this as a fetus. Do you know, in human being also, when you are in your mother's womb, you are also known as fetus inside the womb of mother. Seed is also the mother of the plant. So, inside the embryo, the small monocot or dipot seed is there. So, it is also called the fetus of the plant. You can see in your textbooks, wheat, it needs dry atmosphere. It grows in especially dry atmosphere. Maize need both mixed atmosphere. Then rice need cloudy atmosphere. In dry region, our region means in Gujarat, you don't find rice. The people are growing rice. People generally grow here what? They grow cotton or wheat because of the atmosphere. Next, now legumes. What are the legumes? This group legumes includes peas, the various beans such as French beans. Do you know about beans? Have you ever seen beans? You can go to the market with your parents, then they will going to show you. In Hindi we say same. So beans like French beans, chickpeas and lentils, they are known as legumes. They grow in shrubs. The embryo is normally inside the seed and includes two seeds leaves, cotyledon. Okay? So, they are called dicotyledon. It means in one seed there are two parts. If it has two parts, it means it is dicotyledon. You can take an example of peas. Peas means mutter. You would have seen that. Why? Because pav bhaji cannot be cooked without that. Is it yummy now? Okay. Now, this time if mama will going to bring peas in the house, you just peel it off, open it, and inside it just you will find the small pods. Just divide the pod and it can be divided into two parts. That two parts are called dicotyledon. I think this is clear to you. Let's see. Their food storage is contained in the cotyledons. Here it is given even peas you can see, then beans are there, even chickpeas are there. Chickpeas are chole bhature. It is a favorite dish of Punjab. Let's see. There are the oil seeds. They are the seeds from where we get the oil. For example, cotton. Cotton is produced in Gujarat. None other state can produce the cotton in that much amount. So, Gujarat is known as the largest producer of cotton. And from that cotton, thread has been made as well as we get the oil too. So, this group of oil seeds include sunflower and soya bean. we can have both the oil, sunflower oil as well as the soya bean oil. It's very good for your health. Mama cooks the food with the help of oil, and you can see the oil in the kitchen even. You take the help your mama, she's going to show you. Many houses keep sunflower oil, some take this thing cotton oil, some have this thing soya bean oil. Even people keep the peas oil too, even groundnut oil. It depends what type of oil you like. But if you move to south, they used to prefer olive oil, even coconut oil in cooking. Depends. State by state we have different eating styles. Next, now these different structure and food storage have implication for production, harvesting and handling as well as storage of seeds. Look, once the seeds are ready, we just collect the seed and then we take the seed to the mills. When we move over there, either they will going to store it, but before storing, we have to be very careful. If we don't soak it or we don't dry it, so there is a possibility that weeds can come across it. It can destroy even. So we have to be very careful in storing it, even in preserving. Now once the oil is ready, it is filled in the bottle. So what is important? Adding preservation is very important. There are something added to the bottle so that it can take care of it. Otherwise there can be the possibility of fungus. So it is important to take care of or to preserve. Next is germination. Now what do you mean by germination? Germination, it is the process of seed that changes into seedling. We are going to discuss now the germination. It is the process of seed that changes into seedling. Is called germination. Germination. It is very important for any of the plant to germinate. So how a plant can germinate? It is the same process as we grow. Now how do we grow? We born, then mama takes care of us. She provides us milk, water. As we grow up, we used to eat balanced diet. What do you mean by balanced diet? The diet which has all the nutrients. Okay? And then we grow. In the same way they grow. Their fooding is what? Their fooding is air as well as water. Sunlight, air, water. They are the fooding of the plant. Now what do? We just buy the seed, sow it into the ground and water it. After watering 1 day, 2 days or a week, small birds comes out and it starts growing. Day by day it increases its heights and finally it grows. It is completely grown. How come we know? Suppose we have grown a mango plant. So mango plant grows into the tree and then the plant have the mango which gives us the fruit.